Hi everyone, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I cover oily skin, hooded eyes, and beauty. In today's video, I'm gonna be creating a Valentine's Day look for my hooded eyes, and of course I'll throw in just a few tips and tricks for my hooded eyes, so let's get started. So I've already primed and prepped my eyelids. I did my eyebrows as well just to kind of get them out of the way. Now for today's look, I am wanting to do like a wing shadow look. I figured I should probably do something different since the last two videos I did a halo look, but I really do like the wing shadow look as well, so we're gonna go ahead and get that started. And we're gonna be using the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. So I haven't set my eyeshadow primer just yet because I wanted to use this shade in the eyeshadow palette. I really like it because it kind of just brightens up the eye and it makes like a great base for blending out your eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that all over the lid, all the way up to my brow. And I'm gonna be using the, I've used this so many times, I don't have a name for it anymore. I know that it's a Farrah flat blending brush. I just don't remember the name or number. Anyway, so I'm gonna use that brush. I also like this because it really just like cancels out all of the veins and imperfections that you have going on your eyelids. I never used to have that, or at least I never paid attention to it until recently, and then I was like, oh, I should really use maybe some color, like a tan or maybe my shade of primer instead of using like something clear. Just to cancel all that out because I never noticed that I had it until recently. So I will take the base shadow all the way up here just to kind of cancel out any darkness. Don't worry, I am gonna be putting my face makeup over it and just kind of blending it so that way there's no like harsh lines or anything like that. I just wanna make sure that I am covering my eyeshadow bases. So I'm actually just gonna be using the exact same brush, and I'm gonna be going into this middle shade here. I'm gonna use it as my transition shade, and I'm gonna use it to kind of draw out the wing shadow, and then we'll start playing with the pinks or mauves. Yeah. So because I have hooded eyes, I wanna go ahead and angle up the wing shadow just a little bit. I know a lot of people like to bring it out this way, but because I have hooded eyes, I need to make sure that it's up a little bit higher so that way you guys can see what is actually on my eyelids when my eyes are open. So I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about right now. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into that middle shade, and I'm just going to place it on the outer thirds. And I wanna go ahead and follow the line of my bottom lid as well. So I wanna go up and place that color there. So just like that. And like I said, because I have hooded eyes, I want it to be above the crease because we are needing to really create like this new crease, just create the illusion that our crease is a little bit higher, just because you can see in there, that's where my actual crease is. But then you got this big old thing covering it. So we gotta create the illusion of a higher crease so that way it doesn't, you know, get lost in the eye flap. And I'm just lightly pressing it into my eyelid. I will get it darker. I just want to make sure I line it first, and then we'll start perfecting it. Okay, there we go, super soft, super subtle. This is really just outlining the actual shadowing that I wanna do. I'm gonna blend it out to where there's not any harsh lines, and then that's when I'm gonna go in and deepen it with those mauve colors. So let me just do this to the other eye. Okay, so now that I'm looking at this, I don't think that I need to blend it out anymore. I feel like it's already very sheer, very light, and if I blend out anymore, you won't be able to see it. Plus, I'm gonna be putting the mauve colors over it, so it's not like it really matters. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the mauve colors. So I'm just gonna take a brush just like the very first one. It's just a clean brush. And also to let you guys know, if you guys don't know, pinks and purples and mauve colors may stain your eyelids, so just beware. So I'm just gonna go into this shade here and then kind of trace over this nudie color and blend this out just a bit, and it's gonna look so, so good. So I always start off very light at first because it's always easy to add on eyeshadow if you need to. It's gonna be so much harder to take it off if you go in with a heavy hand. So start off very, very light and then get darker. So I'm loving that whenever I'm opening my eyes, you can see this triangle here, like this negative space with no makeup. I absolutely love that you can see that. If this line here were to be any lower, it wouldn't really show. You wouldn't really see anything and you wouldn't really see that like crispness of the wing shadow. Okay, I'm gonna do it to this side now. The next color I'm gonna be going into is gonna be this one right in here, and you guessed it, I am gonna be going over this lighter mauve shade, but I am gonna be using a different brush. It's just a little bit smaller, so that way you can see like that definition of the darker shade kind of going into the lighter shade. I'm gonna be using the brush e.l.f. Professional Eye Crease Brush, so this will definitely help create that sort of definition. Now I think I'm just gonna use this angled brush. It's called the e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush. I feel like it's just going to help give that definition just a little bit more. Now I'm just gonna do it to the other side. So now for the fun part, I'm gonna go ahead and put the shimmer all over my lids, and I'm gonna be using this color right here, and I'm just gonna be using my finger. I found it's best to use your finger. So I'm just gonna sweep that all over. And I kind of took the shimmer up just a little bit, reaching up to this line here, just so that way you can see the shimmer whenever my eyes are open. So now I'm just gonna put the shimmer over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up and then just put on the rest of my face, and then we will finish my eyes, my lashes. I'll be right back. Okay, so 30 minutes later, there was someone out there using a leaf blower for like the longest time, so I had to do as much as possible during this time that I've been waiting. So anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead and get to the bottom lash line. Just so you guys know, for the eye look, I did highlight the inner corners and just under the arch with my Nabla Skin Glazing highlighter in the color Ozone. I went ahead and used that for those highlighting areas, just because the Huda Beauty Mauve palette does not really have a really good highlighting color. I just don't think so. But anyway, I went ahead and used that. And then if you're curious with what I'm wearing on the rest of my face, just read the description box below and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be using my Eco Tool brush, and it's just the smudge side of the double-ended eyeshadow brush. And I'm gonna be going into the lightest mauve color, and I'm just gonna put that all under the bottom lid. It is time for a new brush. It's not as fluffy as it used to be. So I'm just pretty much stamping the color first, and then I'll be blending it out. I just wanna make sure everything gets on there perfectly. I have the tendency to take it down way too far. So go in light layers and do it as small as possible, and then you can blend it out to as far as you want. I'm just gonna take that other side and just blend it out. It's clean, so no messiness or anything like that. Just going to buff that out. All right, I'm gonna do the other side. I'm just gonna take that exact same brush and go into this color here, and then just put it on the outer thirds of my eyelids. Now I'm just gonna blend them together, so there are no harsh lines. All right, so perfect. I'll be right back with mascara and lashes. I unfortunately take way too long to put on lashes, so I'm gonna do that off camera for you, and then I'll be right back for the final reveal. I'm back with the final look. So for my mascara, I am using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and for my lashes, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the style Eleganza. I am really loving these lashes lately because they are tapered, so they're a little bit longer out on the ends, and then they get shorter as they come closer to the inner parts of your eye, and it really just complements the wing shadow that I did. I am loving this look so much, and I hope that you guys are loving this too. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys are gonna be doing for Valentine's Day, and also let me know if you guys are gonna be trying this look out. If you are and you decide to post it, maybe tag me on Instagram and then maybe follow me. And anyway, so here's my Instagram handle just in case. But thank you guys so much for watching, and like this video if you do like it, and subscribe. Bye.